Good morning, one and all. Today we are going live from Countryside International School for the International Yoga Day session. Greetings to all the yoga lovers. Yoga is one of the most precious gifts given by the ancient Indian sages to humankind. It is said in Bhagavad Gita, yoga is a state of equilibrium and equanimity. Yoga is a path from illness to wellness. Yoga achieves oneness through oneness. In short, yoga is a journey from me to we. So now we'll start our yoga session with a small prayer. So now we will start with our yogic practice. Now please stand on your place. Now we will be doing neck bending. Stage 1. Samasthiti, the alert posture. Stand with the feet 2 to 3 inches apart. Keep your hands on your waist. While exhaling, move the head forward slowly and try to touch the chin to the chest. While inhaling, move the head up and down comfortably. This is one round. Let's 2 more rounds. Now, while exhaling, bend the head slowly to the right. Bring the ear close as possible to the shoulder without raising the shoulder. Now, with the same posture, we will do right to left twisting. Do right, left, right, left, right, left. Now, let's do neck rotation. Exhale. Bend the head forward to touch the chin to the chest. Inhale slowly. Rotate the head clockwise in a circular motion. Exhale while coming down. Do a full rotation. Then rotate the head in an anti-clockwise direction. Inhale. Go back and exhale. Come down. Relax. Now come back in Samasthiti. Next comes shoulder movement. Keep the feet together, the body straight, and the arms by the sides. While inhaling, raise both your arms sideways above your head with the palm outward. Exhale and bring it down in the same manner. Palms must be opened with fingers together. Stand erect. Place the fingers of left hand on the left shoulder and the fingers of right hand on the right shoulder. Full rotation of both the elbows in a circular manner. Now, inhale and raise your elbows and bring them back when you exhale. Try to touch the elbows in front of the chest on the forward movement. Stretch the elbows back in the backward movement and touch the side of the trunk while coming down. Do the same in the reverse manner. Now, inhale while raising the elbows and exhale while bringing them down. Relax. Now we'll start with the yoga postures. The first is the trunk movement, which is called an alert posture or samasthiti. Keep the legs about 2 to 3 feet apart. Raise both the arms up to the shoulder level with palms facing each other and keep them parallel. While exhaling, twist the body towards the left side so that the right palm touches the left shoulder. Come back with inhalation. While exhaling, twist the body towards the right side so that the left palm touches the right shoulder. Come back with inhalation. Relax. The next, we have knee movement. Inhale. Lift your arms up to the shoulder level. Palms facing downwards. Exhale. Bend the knees and bring down the body to the semi-squatting position. In the final position, both the arms and thighs should be parallel to the ground. Inhale and straighten the body. Exhale while bringing down the hands. Relax. Now we start with the yoga postures. The first is the standing posture, Tadasana, which is also called as a palm tree posture. Stand with feet 2 inches apart. Interlock the fingers and turn the wrist outwards. Now inhale. Raise the arms up above your head. Raise the heels off the floor and balance on the toes as you raise your arms. Stay in this position for few seconds. Bring the heels down. Exhale. Release the interlock of fingers and bring the arms down and come back to the standing posture. Relax. Vrikshasana, also called as the tree posture. Stand with feet 2 inches apart. Focus on a point in front. Exhale. Hold and bend the right leg. Then place the foot on the inner side of the left thigh. The heel should be touching the perineum region. Inhale and extend the arms up and join the palms together for the Namaskar Mudra. Stay in the position for a few seconds and breathe normally. Exhale. Bring the arms down. Release the right leg and bring it to the initial position. Repeat the asana from the left side also. Relax. Now, Padahastasana, also called as the hands to feet posture. Stand straight with feet 2 inches apart. Inhale slowly and raise the arms up. Stretch up the body from the waist. Exhale and bend forward until both palms rest on the ground. Stretch the back to make it straight as much as possible. Maintain this final posture for 10 to 15 seconds with normal breathing. Now, inhale. Come up slowly to the upright position and stretch the arms straight above the head. Relax in Samasthiti. Moving on to the next asana, which is called Ardha Chakrasana, the half wheel posture. Support the back at the sides of the waist with the fingers. Try to keep the elbows parallel. Drop the head backwards, stretching the neck muscles. As you inhale, bend backwards from the lumbar region. Exhale and relax. Inhale and slowly come up. The next asana, Trikonasana, also called as the triangle posture. Stand with your feet 3 feet apart. Inhale slowly. Raise both the arms sideways up to the shoulder level. Turn the right foot towards the right side. Exhale slowly. Bend to the right side and place the right hand just behind the right foot. The left arm straight in the line, the right arm. Turn your head and gaze at the tip of the left middle finger. Remain in the posture for a few seconds with the normal breathing. Inhale. Slowly come up. Repeat the posture from the left side also. Relax. Now, sit down on your place. Sitting postures. The first is called the Dandasana. Sit erect with the legs stretched out straight in the front. Keep the hands beside the hips and palms resting on the floor. This is called Dandasana. Next, Bhadrasana. Now put the soles of your feet together. Exhale and clasp your hands together over the toes. Inhale. Pull your heels as close as possible up to the perineum region. If your thighs are not touching, are not close up to the floor, place a soft cushion underneath the knees for the support. Stay in the position for few seconds with normal breathing. Relax. Next, Vajrasana, also called as a thunderbolt posture. Sit with extended legs together. Hands by the side of the body, palm resting on the ground, fingers pointing forward. Fold the right leg at the knee and place the foot under the right buttock. Similarly, folding the left leg, place the left foot under the left buttock. Position of the buttocks is in the space between the heels. Keep both the hands on knees. Keep the spine in an erect position. Gaze in front or close the eyes. While returning to the original position, bend a little towards right side. Take your left leg and extend it. Similarly, extend your right leg and return to the original position. Relax. Now, Ardha Uttrasana, the half camel posture. Sit in Vajrasana. Stand on your knees. Place the hands on the hips with fingers pointing downwards. Keep the elbows and shoulders parallel. Bend the head back and stretch the neck muscles. Inhale and bend the trunk backwards as much as possible. Now, Exhale and relax. Keep the thighs perpendicular to the ground. Remain in the posture for few seconds with a normal breathing. Return with inhalation and sit in Vajrasana. Coming to our next asana, Ustrasana, that is a camel posture. Sit in Vajrasana. Bring the knees and the feet about few inches apart and stand on your knees. While inhaling, bend backwards. Place the right palm on your right heel and left palm on the left heel. And exhale. Be careful not to jerk the neck while bending backwards. In the final position, thighs will be vertical to the floor and head tilted backwards. Weight of the body should be evenly distributed on the arms and legs. Remain in the position for few seconds with normal breathing and then return to inhalation. Relax. The next is the Sasakasana, that is also called the hare posture. Sit in Vajrasana. Spread both the knees wide apart. Keep the big toes touching. Keep the palms between the knees. Inhale and raise your arms. Exhale and bend forward with arms outstretched. Bend forward and place the chin on the ground. Keep the arms parallel. Look in front and maintain the posture for few seconds. Inhale and come up. Exhale, arms down and come back to Vajrasana. Relax. Moving on to our next posture, Uttana Mandukasana, which is also called as the stretched up frog posture. Sit in Vajrasana. Spread both the knees wide apart, while big toes touching each other. Raise your right arm. Fold it from elbow and take it backward above the left shoulder. And place the palm on the left shoulder blade. Now fold left arm similarly and place the palm on the right shoulder blade. Maintain the position for a few seconds. Then come back slowly in the reverse order. Relax in Vajrasana. Now, moving up to our next posture, Vakrasana, the spinal twist posture. Bend the right leg and place the right foot beside the left knee. Bring the left arm around the right knee and clasp the right big toe or place the palm beside right foot. Take the right arm back and keep the palm on the ground with the back straight. Exhale. Twist your body to the right. Remain in the posture for a few seconds with normal breathing and relax. Inhale, take out your hands and exhale to relax. Repeat the same posture from the other side. Relax. Now, moving to the prone postures, the first comes the Makarasana, which is also called as the crocodile posture. Lie down on your stomach with feet wide apart, toes pointing outwards. Bend both the arms and place the right palm on the left palm. Place the head either right or left on your hands. Keep the eyes closed and relax the whole body. This is Makrasana. This asana is practiced for the relaxation in all the prone postures. Relax. Moving to the next asana, Bhujangasana, which is also called as the cobra posture. Keep your palms besides the chest and raise your elbows where they are. Inhale. Slowly lift the head and chest up to the navel region. Keep the elbows parallel and maintain the posture for 10 to 15 seconds with normal breathing. This is called Bhujangasana. Exhale. Rest your forehead on the ground. Come back to Makrasana and relax. Moving to the next asana, Salbhasana, which is called the locust posture. Lie down on your stomach in Makrasana. Rest the chin on the floor. Keep both the hands beside the body. Palms facing upwards. Inhale. Raise the legs slowly off the floor as much as you can without bending the knees. Extend the arms and legs well to ease lifting the body off the floor. Stay in this position for few seconds, breathing normally. Exhale. Bring the legs down towards the floor. Rest for a few seconds in Makrasana position. Moving to the supine postures. The first comes the Setubandha Asana, which is also called as the bridge posture. Bend both the legs at the knees and bring the heels near the buttocks. While holding both the ankles firmly, keep the knees and feet in one straight line. Inhale. Slowly raise your buttocks and trunk up as much as you can to form a bridge. Remain in the posture for few seconds with the normal breathing. Exhale. Slowly return to the original position and relax in Savasana. Moving on to our next asana, which is also called as Uttana Padasana, raised feet posture. Lie comfortably on the ground with the legs stretched out. Hands should be placed by the sides. While inhaling, slowly raise both the legs without bending them at the knees and bring them to 30-degree angle with the ground. Maintain the position for few seconds with normal breathing. Exhale. Slowly bring both the legs down and place them on the ground. Relax in Savasana. The next comes the Ardha Halasana, which is also called as half plow posture. Take supine position. Keep hands besides the body and palms resting on the ground. Inhale slowly. Raise your legs together without bending knees and bring them up to a 90-degree angle with the ground. The body from hips to shoulder should be kept straight. Maintain the position comfortably for few seconds with the normal breathing. Exhale. Slowly bring the legs down to the ground without lifting the head. Relax in Shavasana. Next comes the Pavan Muktasana, which is also known as the wind releasing posture. Lie down flat on the back. Bend both the knees. Exhale. Bring both the knees towards the chest. Inhale. Interlock the fingers and clasp the shin below knees. Exhale. Raise the head till your chin touches the knees and relax. This is Pavan Muktasan. Bring the head back to the ground slowly. While exhaling, bring the legs back to the floor. Now rest in Savasana. The next comes Savasana, which is also called the corpse or dead body posture. Lie down on your back with arms and legs comfortably apart. Palms facing upward, eyes closed. Relax the whole body consciously. Become aware of natural breath and allow it to become slow and shallow. Remain in the position till you feel refreshed and relaxed. Relax. Moving on to our next asana is Kapalbhati. Sit in any meditative posture. Close your eyes and relax the whole body. Inhale deeply through both the nostrils and expand the chest. Expel the breath with forceful contractions of the pelvic and abdominal muscles and inhale passively. Do not strain. Continue active, forceful exhalation and passive inhalation. Complete 30 rapid breaths, then take a deep breath. Exhale slowly and relax completely. This is one round of Kapalbhati. Relax. Moving on to the pranayam. Nadi Shodhana or Anulom Vilom pranayam, which is also called as the alternate nostril breathing. Sit in any meditative posture. Keep the spine and head straight with eyes closed. Relax the body with few deep breaths. Keep the left palm on the left knee in Jana Mudra and the right palm should be in the Nasagra Mudra. Place the ring and small finger on the left nostril and fold the middle and the index finger. Place the right thumb on the right nostril. Open the left nostril. Breathe in from the left nostril. Close the left nostril with the small and ring fingers and release the thumb from the right nostril. exhale through the right nostril. Next, inhale through the right nostril. At the end of inhalation, close the right nostril, open the left nostril and exhale through it. This completes our one round of Nadi Shodhana or Anulom Vilom Pranayam. You can repeat it one more time. Relax. Moving to our next pranayama, Shitali Pranayama. Sit in Padmasana for any other comfortable sitting posture. Place the hand on the knees in Janana Mudra or Anjali Mudra. Roll the tongue from the sides to shape it as a tube. Inhale through this tube-shaped tongue. Fill the lungs with air to their maximum capacity. Take the tongue inside the mouth and close the mouth. Then slowly exhale through both the nostrils. This is one round of Sitali Pranayama. You can repeat it for one more time. Next comes the Brahmi Pranayama. Sit in any meditative posture with the eyes closed. Inhale deeply through the nose. Close the eyes with index fingers. Place the middle finger side of nose. Don't close it. Mouth with ring and small fingers. Ears from respective thumbs. This is also called as Sanmukhi Mudra. Exhale slowly in a controlled manner while making a deep, steady humming sound such as that of a black bee. This is one round of Bhramari. You can repeat it for one more round. Relax. The last comes the Dhyan posture. Sit in any meditative posture. Keep your spine comfortably erect. Dhyana is the last posture of the yoga exercises. Can relax your body. Here comes the end of our yoga practice session, which comes with a sankalp. So everyone, ready for the sankalp? You have to repeat. I commit myself to always be in a balanced state of mind. It is in this state that my highest self-development reaches its greatest possibility. I commit to do my duty to self, family, at work, to society, and to the world for the promotion of peace, health, and harmony. Shantipad. Om Sarve Bhuvantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kishchit Dukhan Bhagbhavate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all become happy. May all of us be free from illness. May all see what is auspicious. May no one suffer. Om. Peace, peace, peace. A small message from our principal sir on this International Yoga Day session, which is coming to an end.
I wish you a very happy Yoga Day. Dear parents, children, and all the stakeholders, all brothers and sisters, it's a great pleasure to celebrate the day. It's a matter of practice. If you practice it every day, it is not difficult. We tried today and I'm relaxed. Keep peace of mind and develop yourself. And you will definitely reach to the supreme joy on the earth. Today is Father's Day also. And I wish you all the fathers of the world. It's equally amazing to feel to be a child's father. And we always remain fathers, whether our children are young or grown up. So thank you. Thank you for joining us. God bless everyone. Namaste.